can't remember what I was thinking, but I probably was. Yeah.
Dropped their bundle, they didn't.
No, without a doubt. I don't want to give them too big a rap, but you're not a resilient footy team if you win 3 minor premierships in a row in this competition. And while at half time we weren't quite sure whether we were going to get out of it, but there was a couple of things we needed to certainly improve on what we'd done in the first half, and we pointed those things out, and we all agreed on that. And to their credit, they went out and did it. And as you say, with 3 minutes to go, it didn't look like it was going to be quite good enough, But you keep trying, you keep hanging in there, and sometimes you get a little bit lucky, and that's probably what happened to us tonight. But same time, we had in the first half we had a couple of tries. We got over the try line, couldn't quite get the ball down, and then we had another one disallowed in the second half. So like I say, it's just a roller coaster of emotions at times, but certainly the players don't feel that out there at all. Like while they're playing, they're just out there doing their best every minute of the game, and I think that's what this side's been good at the last 2 or 3 years. Again, I don't know. It was strange. It was a bit like what Cameron said. Like last week, we were all so disappointed, to lose that game, and I can imagine what the Broncos are feeling tonight. At least last week we still had another chance. Where they're gone now. So it's just so it's such a big swing, from winning to losing, in that fashion, towards the end. So again, we're really elated with our performance, especially after probably the way we played in the first half, and they sort of got down our half twice in the first half, and they scored tries both times. So that was something we had to talk about and fix up at half time, and they did. And obviously there's a couple of things in attack we had to improve too, but yeah, like I say, it's all a bit of a blur to me now. Well, it feels like the top of my head's going to blow off, I must say. But I don't know what would have happened if we'd have lost. So I wouldn't say I had any concerns, but I knew after being there, for so long and really enjoying my time there, and getting to know Wayne so well, what happened this week would have stirred them, and I think it would have been a little bit of mentality of us against the world, and they pretty much showed that with their defence, especially in that first half. They kept holding us out, and as I said, that club is a very strong club, and they're a very resilient club, and most of that's come because of the way Wayne coaches them. And I said to the players early in the week, if you think this is going to upset them, think again. It'll make them stronger. I don't know. They've obviously got still a lot of good players, so I'd imagine they're going to be a team. And what he's brought to that club and what he's kept driving into that club, I don't think it's going to just dissolve away because he's gone. I'm sure his legacy will stay there, but he's certainly done one hell of a job. Yeah, I think certainly. Well, our first half probably wasn't up to the standard that we'd like, and as I said, our second half was really good, especially when we got down that 12 men, and the guys kept hanging in there, and they kept defending really well, and we ended up pinching a try in that time. So I thought our second half was good, but you just usually you just don't play good 40 minutes and end up winning games in semi. So we're certainly going to have to improve, and the Sharks have been wonderfully consistent this year, and they're really finding some momentum towards the end of the season. So we know how tough it's going to be next week. I thought it was really tough, to be quite honest. I thought again, I suppose it was a little bit late, but geez, how many times do you see Anders get tackled like that, and other dummy halves for that matter, or halves? I didn't think it certainly wasn't high. It wasn't dangerous. It perhaps was a little bit late, but geez, it was just right on the edge. He obviously paid the price for a couple of instances happened 10 or 15 minutes before that, or where it was. But I thought it was a really tough call. As I was, I much, as I was, said during the week, I would much rather rock one last week and take the chance. But I think there's obviously benefits to both. If you've got a bit of momentum, and I'm not quite sure. I didn't think we were horrible last week. The Warriors played really well, but there were some things in our game that we certainly needed to improve, and perhaps we need to play this week to improve that. I'm not quite sure, but there's certainly positives and a little bit of negatives for both. But at the end of the day, we we lost last week, so we had to play this week, and that's just the way it is. You know, we just see what's reality and deal with that. We don't sort of dwell too much on what might have been or what mightn't have been. We just got to get on with what is real and prepare, you know, that way.